You are a paper hoarder, which means you have some obsessive-compulsive tendencies driven by anxiety.
Okay.
And until you deal with that, you are going to be highly agitated when somebody messes with your world because you use that structure to maintain control. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just an issue.
I am open
but you
to
can't
anybody.
change what you don't acknowledge.
I'm acknowledging I have a problem.
No, you're not. You said, oh, I had an issue before, but it's much better now. I've got it under control.
Problem I have,
she's just a neat freak, and she's
I
my elf, and she goes around behind me, which is a condescending way for you to describe the fact that somebody is nibbling at your structure.
The good old boy to the good old boy. Paper hoarding is I refer to it as the least, because my marriage and my kids and what's wrong with me is more of a problem that needs to be fixed. And I know that. And I'm willing to get the help, take the help, do whatever I need to do. And you're telling me I'm here for giggles.
I'm telling you that you have an issue where you... If you're so smart, how come your marriage is in the ditch? If you're so smart, why can't you fix this?
Because I need help. I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
Then you need to listen to what I'm telling you. You've got an issue. Paper hoarding is nothing more than a symptom of what's going on with you internally. Okay. And she is catching the brunt of that. All of this anger that she's getting from you has nothing to do with her. Okay. She's in your world. That's why you're targeting her. This has nothing to do with her.
Okay.
And you had so many stop signs with this guy, you got infatuated. So you decided, okay, I'm infatuated with him, so I'll run off and get married. Okay, bad decision. He might have swept you off your feet and all of that stuff and did all the things any girl wants to hear, but you said right after the honeymoon, bang, he became a monster. Bang, he became this hoarder. Bang, he became this control freak. Bang, he showed this anger. So you proceed to have 2 children with him?
Well, I was already pregnant when we got married.
Come on.
But yes, I decided to have
another child with him. Okay, so what are you thinking?
I guess I was just hoping for a miracle.
No, I'm concerned about the kids. What kind of an impact this will have on them.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. So you want to get a divorce or you want to try and fix this?
I don't. I do want to try to fix it.
Okay, then let me tell you, you need to pull your head out of the sand and recognize you're in a marriage that is toxic. And at this point, you married into it with blinders on. And so now you're sitting back judging things you knew about when you got into this. Right. You're saying he's having this effect on the children. He had those traits and characteristics before you had those children, and you knew that.
Yeah.
So you have to own that. Yeah. You brought him in knowing that was the situation. So now you have to help manage it.
Okay.
Here's the deal. You've got some problems that I think are very manageable. And as much as they're irritating her, they have to be wearing you to hell out. I mean, when you're saving receipts from McDonald's that are 9 years old, then your grasp on structure and trying to keep things where you feel like you're in some control is a pretty desperate clutch where you feel like if I can order my external world, then my internal world feels a little bit less chaotic. And that gets real busy because here's what happens. The older you get, you can juggle those balls when you're 30 and when you're 40, but you hit 50, a few of them start hitting the ground, and so you start to panic. You're 60, a few more of them start hitting the ground, and now you're really panicking because the older you get, the harder it is to keep all of those balls in the air, and you start getting a bit of a panic, and that starts erupting in the form of anger and frustration and outburst, and that is exhausting to you.